Namaste everyone and welcome to our continued study of Vishnu Sahastranam. We are going to do the 102nd verse, which reads Adhar Nilayo. Adhar Nilayo Adhata. Adhar Nilayo Adhata Puspahasa Prajagara. Puspahasa Prajagara. Urdhvagaha Satpathachara Pranadaha Pranava Pana. Thus, there are 9 names of Lord Vishnu in these verses, and we'll go, as always, one by one. The first name is Adhar Nilaya. Adhar Nilaya. Everybody knows what is Adhar. So, Adhar, support. Support. That's one who supports and maintains you. That is Adhar. So, Adhar and Nilaya. Nilaya means abode or ultimate destination. So, Adhar Nilaya. So why God's name is Adhar Nilaya? Because God supports everyone and everything on this planet. So he is maintainer, he's everything. He's the creator, maintainer, supervisor, monitor, whatever you want to call. Everything is God, and he's supporting the whole universe. How does he support? He supports by we all exist on this planet Earth, on Earth, and everything is supported by Mother Earth. That's why we call Bhudevi and we salute Mother Earth. And Mother Earth is nothing else but a gross manifestation of a Lord. So this is a gross manifestation. Lord has 2 manifestations, gross and subtle. So gross manifestation, this is the gross manifestation. He tells everything to us. Everything is told to us in the scriptures. And God says that I conduct this universe by eightfold Prakriti. So Prakriti is his power. Prakriti is his power. He is the powerhouse. So like Shiv and Shakti. So like so that is the power of the Lord. So God says and explains in Bhagavad Gita. I probably have included that sloka. So that is Bhumi Rapo Analo Vayu Kham Mano Buddhirevacha Ahankariti Yamme Vinna Prakriti Rastada. He explains to Arjuna, my manifest form is this eightfold Prakriti. That eightfold Prakriti is 5 Panch Mahabhuta, Bhumir, Apo, water, Bhumir, Apo, Analo, fire, Analo, Vayu, Kham means space, Mano is mind, Mano, Buddhir, intellect, and Ahankar. So these 8 are the inert Prakriti of God. They have no life. They can't do anything on their own. So that's why it's called apara as a para prakriti. Apara prakriti means inferior or regular power of God. So God says, besides that, apara iyam itatu anyam prakritim vidhi me param jiva bhuta mahabaho ya idam dharyate jagat. And besides this eightfold manifest prakriti, which is inert, I have a para prakriti or superior power, and that is the jiva bhuta, that is the soul, my particle that I have placed in every being. In every being, as soul, I reside in everyone. A little goat outside, or little doggy outside, or all of us. There is a little particle that is keeping us going, and that is what we call Atma, spirit, soul. That is the life element. With that life element, everything lights up. Otherwise, it is inert. So God says these 2 way. I keep the whole show going. And in that, the Bhumi is the platform on which we walk, we move, we have everything going on that. So it's our foundation. So this building is standing on Bhumi, that Empire State is on this Bhumi, Statue of Liberty, you name it, the whole oceans and everything is on Mother Earth. So that's how he supports and sustains in the physical form. And Mother Earth is nothing else but the power of Lord. That's why we say Kan Kan Me Bhagwan. Means in every particle, if you dissect further, now scientists know that, we know that everything is you go to smaller and smaller atom, and then you understand more, then you come to a smallest part that is called kana in Sanskrit or atom in English. So our Rishi Munis figured it out 5,000 years ago, that we are made up of atoms, proton, neutron atoms. There was a Rishi called Kanak Rishi, Kanad Rishi, Kanad Rishi, from which comes the word Kana. Kana means atom. So rishis of that time, 5,000 years ago, knew that there is the most minute particle, because they were all absorbed in the most subtle spiritual meditation. And in that state of yoga, they understood all this and they documented it. So that is the constitution of Mother Earth, and that is nothing else but a part of power of God. That's how he's supporting. That's why his name is Adhara Nilaya, ultimate abode. So he not only physically supports everything and every being on this planet, he supports the planet in the space. By the law of gravity, we are all grounded on the Mother Earth. We don't float. But you go higher up, and in the space, you will start floating. So by creating this physical law of gravity, we are all grounded on Mother Earth. But the another power of God keeps the Mother Earth, planet Earth, floating in the cosmos with extreme precision around its axis and around the sun. That's how we get day, night, and various seasons. So the one who keeps us grounded and maintains us is called Adhar. Adhar Nilaya. Adhar Nilayo. Next name is Dhata, Adhata. Adhar Nilayo Adhata. It is, if you take it all three together, he is the supporter of what we see. At the same time, his name is Adhata. He doesn't need support from anybody. The Lord Almighty does not need support, wisdom, help, assistance, or power from any other source. He is self-contained, self-sufficient, self-powerful, self. That's why we call that he is complete, Purna. He is omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent. So he does not need anything, or he does not have anything that supports him. He doesn't need anybody's support, anybody's power. He is self-sufficient. That's why he's called Purnas. That's why we chant in Vedas, Purnamadam, Purnamidam, Purnat, Purnamudachyate. Purnasya, Purnamadaya, Purnameva Vasis. So he is Purna, and God says, you are Purna also. He tells us that we are also Purna. We as a soul, we are Purna. That's it. Nothing is deficient in us. We are complete. But later on, after our birth, as we grow, we 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 acquire the body consciousness. That soul acquires a body consciousness which is called ego. And that starts feeling that I am incomplete, I am uneducated, I am short, I am tall, I am poor. All those things starts with the presence of ego. Otherwise, God says you are complete. I told you, my friend. So that's why children are not worried. They are rejoicing. They are always happy, not worried, because the I has not developed. So God's another name is Adhata. Means he doesn't need anybody's support or anything. No, and this is the physical way he manages the world. But the world after creation, he has to make it function. And the functioning of the work happens by his unchangeable laws. That is called the law of dharma. Law of dharma is law of karma. Dharma and karma are same. Dharma means duties. Dharma and karma are same. And the law of karma, that is unalterable universal law of Lord, by which he conducts the affairs in the world. That is his software. The first we saw the hardware, this bhumi, water, fire, all those things. And the functioning, our functioning system of the universe is based on karma. And the truth, the fact that our life, we are born, that is the result of our karmic account. Our karmic account, there was pending fruits to be enjoyed or suffer. And for that, the God creates a suitable body, suitable mind, suitable component in the mind, and suitable place to place us wherever He wants, befitting to our karmas where we can enjoy or suffer. If I had a lot of lousy bank account, and my karmas are horrible, then He will put me as like a little dull guy in some slums. So wherever we are born, whenever we are born, to what parents, with what abilities, with what power, with what appearance, with what assets, that all are related to our karmic account. So this is the law of karma. That is the functioning system of the Lord. So that is how He conducts from, and it is absolutely just. There is no unjust thing there. So it is all extremely well organized system. Like day, night, and seasons are extremely well organized on the dot. The same way, our karmic account, with the day we are born, day we will die, the day we will have accident, or we will have have a lottery. All this is already God has planned for us. Only thing we don't know. So that is the system by which He conducts his this world. Absolutely just, absolutely fair, no no influence, no complaints, no priorities, nothing. So it is a just system of God. So the next name is Puspahasa. This word is made up of two words. Puspa, flower. Hasa means smile. So why God's name is Puspahasa? Because His smile is so innocent, like a blossoming flower. His creation is like a blossoming flower. Before this creation came in existence, it was unmanifest in the form of a seed or a bud. And because of his desire or his wish to create, it blossomed like a flower. So this universe is a flower. If we see it, that's what is true. That is in the morning, the fresh air and the breeze and the oceans and the rivers and the plants and flowers and fruits, everything. Whether you are there or not, it happens. On the contrary, we destroy, damage, and we interfere. But otherwise, his plantation, his system is absolutely on a autopilot. So that is because, like a flower, he is taintless, he is blemishless, he is fresh. So his smile is very, very attractive because there is no contaminants. So God has no what we call vikara, means modifications or contamination. It's pure, pure soul, pure existence. The baby is a pure soul, pure existence. So baby, even 6 months old baby or 1 year old baby smiles, that smile is puspahasa, very innocent smile, because there is no contamination of mine, yours, and all the vikar or all the blemishes that we acquire slowly because of our ego. And so that innocent smile disappears by the teenager, by the time we become 9, 10, 11, 12. Even if you want to look for that innocent smile, you won't find it. So that innocence is gone because of our ego. Because ego means our understanding that my consciousness, I am this body, that is ego. We are established in that fact. It is delusion. Still we are established in this fact that I am Atul Chokshi, I am such and such as a person, I'm Indian, and all those acquired things. So that is because of the ego. So our innocence or our soul does not manifest as an innocent smile. So God is beyond this vikara. So he's a nirakara, nischalam, nirvikar, niranjana, nisanga. Everything is he has none of that. And that's why his smile, his activities are great. That's why he's called Puspahasa. He's like a flower. There is no defect, there is no nothing, there is no blemish. And from the bird, it manifests as a smiling flower, Puspahasa. So that's why his name is Puspahas. These thing is possible for all of us. Bhagavan Raman Mercy explains that in Updesar. I included that sloka today. That is Ahaminasa Bhaji, means when we destroy our ego. Ahaminasa Bhaji, Aham Taya, Spurti Rut Swayam, Parama Purana Sat. You want to touch God, follow Raman Maharshi ji. We will do that. One time we did it, but we have to do it. So what it says, Ahaminasa Bhaji, when our ego is destroyed, aham inasabaji aham aham taya spurti means it will blossom. Here also blossoms, but spurti rut in the heart. Spurti rut swayam Parama Purna Sat means your soul, which is there already, which we bound it with the cords of desires and jealousy and anger and uh, multiple layers of cords. We tied it up so the soul cannot shine. So he says that when you meditate what is aham and break down that aham, then the true soul, that what we are all, will blossom like a flower. At the moment is not blossoming, no, nothing. At the moment we have put the lot of ropes around it of desires, jealousy, our ambitions, our all kinds of multitude of activities. So we are far from that. But the spiritual sadhana, one by one, understanding this truth, and one who works, that he will get to that stage where you become a yogi, and the yogi smile, if you see, it is like a child, because they don't want anything from this world. They have nothing to do with this world. They work for this world, but they are not entangled in this world. And that's why their soul blossoms. And you can see that. So that is the way to attain to that great status. We all get contaminated because of our senses. So Navadvare Pure Dehi Neva Kurvanna Karayan. In one of the slokas comes later on that this body, which is totally foolproof, not even a microbe can get into the skin, or not anything, nothing can penetrate except through our sense orifices. So they are nine dwaras. And through that, our senses run out and starts roaming in the world and gets lost in the world, get entangled and lost in the world. So that those contaminants, means the input from the world, also comes through those sense orifices. And those nine orifices, 7 of them are above the neck. 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 nostrils and mouth, 9. And 2 below the navel for procreation and excretion. Through these 9 apertures, our consciousness goes out and contaminants come in. It's like this house is airtight. But if I open the windows, or windows are leaky, then the dust from outside will come in. And everything will get dirty. If I keep the doors open, windows open, and as human beings, we keep our senses open and we excite them to go out. Even if they are quiet, we excite them to go out. And if we don't want, then the TV media will excite you and entice you, excite you, confuse you. Your cell phone will do it, TV will do it, your friends will do it, relatives will do, everything will do it. So that's how we get contaminated, and that's why as we are polluted. And because we are polluted, we don't have that innocent smile or or bliss. But if the doors of the body are closed, that is called sadhana. So if that is done, and like contaminants come through the senses, same way detergent has to be poured through the senses. So if you want to reverse the process, means with the eyes, we got attracted to the world and we got entangled. Same way, through the same eyes, if you direct towards scriptures and towards God, all the goodies will get in. So that is the detergent, So that's why Kshotriyam means, listening to the great masters, these sadhana, there's a bhajan and kirtan. Kirtan includes everything. Kirtan is not only musical thing, but Kirtan includes भगवान के नाम, भगवान के गुण, भगवान की लीला, भगवान की कथा, उसके संतों की कथा, everything that is under the heading of bhajan kirtan. If that happens, the same senses which were responsible for getting us lost in the world will purify the interior, and one feels the bliss and peace of God. So that is the detergent, only detergent to purify mind is japa. Japa and gnana. There are two things. Repetitive names of God, so that the mind has no time to think other things, and the knowledge about this. So that's what we are doing. So that knowledge about God, how it functions. Vishnu Sahastranam is nothing else but 1,000, not one, 1,000 names of God to related to his appearance, his qualities, his functioning, his world, all this what we are doing, and we have done it in a great depth. So all these things, if they are put together, there will be no secret left for you. And with that knowledge, you are less likely to get entangled in the world ever. So that is called Satsang. So every religion, every saint, every avatar emphasize about Satsang. Satsang means as it means talking, listening about Sat. Sat means what is ultimate truth. Sangha means attachment. Sat Sangha. Thinking about it, talking about it, learning about it, progressing in that path. That is Satsang. So, that is, the next name is Prajagara. Prajagara. These name, Prajagara, means ever awake. Why God's name is Prajagara? He is always awake. We sleep. God does not sleep. God is an Atman in us, does not sleep. Like sun does not set. Sun is always there. Is the Mother Earth rotates, so we have day and night. But otherwise, sun is shining already. if it is no, if you don't have sunlight here, in the east, the sunlight is there. Sun did not go to sleep, Same way, the Lord Almighty never goes to sleep. That's why his name is Prajagara, or watchman. He's our watchman. He is our guardian. He watches us 24/7, whether we are awake, whether we are in deep sleep, or whether we are dreaming. He, as a soul, is ever awake. In sleep, a mosquito comes, automatically your hand will go and remove the mosquito. Who does that? And if more than that there is a trouble, and God forbid if there was a serpent or something comes and started crawling on the legs, your sensory will excite you and you will jump out of the sleep. Who does that? So, ever awake soul is, and soul is a particle of God, nothing else. Mamevanso jivaloke, already stated by God, that my particle is there in every being. And by that particle, because of that particle, you breathe, you see, you taste, you smell, you wake up, you breathe, everything. You think, you forget, all that is because of my soul. And that is ever awake and is protecting us 24/7. So that's why his name is Ujagara. Next name is Urdhva Gaha. Urdhva means high, higher, at the top, Urdhva, and Ga means destination, or the one who is ever going up, one who is the highest. So that is his name. So why God's name is Urdhva Ga? Because he is always progressive. He is at the top. And by infusing sattva in us, when the sattva predominates in us, we will also start going upwards in our thinking and our functioning, in our being. Sattvic, we will become sattvic, and that takes us up. So God is ever going upwards and stays upwards and watches. He is at the highest level. Urdhva gachanti iti urdhva gaha, one who is going upwards. And we are made up of three gunas now. So we have done this. Sattva, Rajas, Tama. Sattva is the best and the lightest and the purest, and it is pleasing. So sattvic. When sattva predominates in us, everything good will happen. We will think good, we will do good, we will feel good, and God will be ever there to assist us. So sattva guna is like filling ourselves with helium. Rajoguna is like filling ourselves with the regular air. So we will rotate here in the world from right corner to left corner, but we won't go up. And tamas is like a liquid filled balloon. Whenever, it means all bad qualities, if we do encourage, pamper, and acquire, it will take you down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 downwards. So Urdu gachanti sattvastha, madhya tishtanti rajasa, jaganya gunavruttistha, adho gachanti tamasa. God says that. When this sattva guna is predominant, you will be ascending, you will be happy, happier, brighter, nicer, gentler, more creative, uh, more helpful. Every way you will be blossoming. So that is when the sattva is predominant. What is sattva made of? Made up of all those positive qualities. So sattvic gunas. So that is divine qualities. We did that just few weeks ago. That is that God enumerated 26 qualities. अभयम सत्व संशुद्धि ज्ञान योग व्यवस्थित दानम दमश्च यज्ञश्च स्वाध्याय तपार्जवम अहिंसा सत्यम अक्रोध त्याग शांतिरपेशुनम दया भूतेषु अलोलुप्त्वम मार्दवम हिरचापलम तेज क्षमा द्रुति शौचम अद्रोह नतिमानिता भवन्ति संपदम देवीम अभिजातस्य वः. He tells Arjuna, these are the divine qualities, Arjuna. You acquire these 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's predominantly these divine qualities in you. You are sattvic, you will be floating upwards. And you will go beyond sattva and you will merge with me. Everything is written. Thank God to Bhagavad Gita. There is nothing left and nothing unclear. We can read as many scriptures as we want, but again and again we'll come back to that, So that is urdhva ga. When there are good qualities are predominant, and when the bad qualities are predominant, you will be going down. So that is so those are all six enemies. If you have that, if you have three, it will drag you down. No, so Kama, Krodha, Lobh, Moha, Mad, Matsar. If you have all these, you will be sinking. So that is Kama. So that is Urdhva Ga. God is all divinity. So that is his name is Urdhva Ga. Whenever he came as an avatara, Ram avatara, Krishna avatara, these great avatars had all the positive things. And they came here to teach us to establish dharma as a delete dharma and to help the mankind. That's why after 5,000 years later we remember Rama and his qualities and his leelas and his stories. We think about it and we can learn from that. So next name is Satpathachara. It is made up of three words. Sat, Path, Sat means Satya, Patha means way or path, and Achara means the one who follows. The one who follows the righteous path, God of course follows. He designs, he follows. Whenever he comes here, he is the highest perfect specimen that is for us to copy. So that is a Sat Path Achara, Sat Patha Achara. So, so that is and of all these qualities, the highest quality is the Satya. That's why our Upanishad says that Satyameva Jaite na Anrutam. Only truth will win, not the false. Satyam eva jayate na anrutam. Satyena pantha vitata devayan. The steps of the going higher are made up of Satya. Satya Devyan. Yen akramanti rusayo aptakama. Ascending on this path laid down by God. Yen akramanti rusayo aptakama. Aptakama means one who has deleted all his desires. Aptakama. Yatra tat satyasya paramam nidhanam. They ascend and go where? Where there is only Satya, means ultimate truth. Satyamev jayate nanutam, satyena pantha vitata devyan. Yena akramanti rusayo di aptakama. Yatra tat satyasya paramam nidhanam. That's why his name is Satpathachara. And that's what Lord wanted Arjuna to be. And he said that Arjuna, the best in the world, based in my creation, have extra responsibility to set a good example. You cannot run away from your duty as a kshatriya and set a bad example. So God says, Yadyadacharati shrestha tatas deve tarojana sayat pramanam kuruste lokastad anuvartate. Means whatever the man in the society who is gifted with unique assets, he does everything, everybody else will copy that. That's why, Arjuna, it is your responsibility to set a high standard. So that is what Satpatha Chara. The next name is Pranada. Pranada. Prana means life force. Da means giver. Giver of life force. So of course the God's name is Pranada because he is the one who gives the life to us. With his kindness and with his intervention, our life begins. When that ends, life ends. So Pranada. Pranada. Prana means life. Prana in Sanskrit or in the language of scripture means all physiological functions. Out of these two functions, one is a chitta sakti or consciousness. Another one is kriya sakti. Kriya sakti manifesting as breathing power, power of breath. So power of breath and power of thinking. These two things keeps the life going. There are 5 kinds of prana. So that is all physiological functions are named as prana. Prana pankta means 5 kind of prana. So that is and the one who gives that is God, prana daha. So it starts with the breathing, it starts with the consciousness, and as soon as we are born, we act as a conscious being because the breath starts. And that consciousness and the life will go when the breath ends. So he's called Pranadaha. Next name is Pranava. Pranava. Word Pranava it means Omkar, God's name, Om. Another name for Om is Pranava. So रसोहम अपसु कौन्तेय प्रभास्मि शशि सूर्य Pranava Sarva Vedesu. In all Vedas, what is called Pranava, God's name, Pranava Sarva Vedesu. Sabdakhe Purusham Nushu. So that word Om, that is the name of God. God's name is Om. That's why every sloka in Vedas and every sloka we chant, they start with Om. Om Ganeshaya Namah. Om Namah Shivaya. Everything starts with Om. So Om is the name of God. Om Tat Sat Iti Nirdesho. That is my name. God says that. Om Tat Sat Iti Nirdesho. This triple designation is my name. So that is Pranava, Pranava Sarva Vedeshu. Sabda Ke Purusham Vishu. And the next name is Pana. So Pranada, Pranava, Pana. Word Pana means manager, the one who transacts. So why God's name is Pana? Because he runs his show. He transacts. So he's like a bank manager, the highest authority, or say World Bank manager, the highest authority. He is the highest authority in the universe. And by remaining present in us as a soul, he monitors all our doings. See, we started with karma siddhant. So everything, whatever we do, creates karma siddhant is that whatever you do deliberately and with consciously, with the intent, has a corresponding effect, and you are responsible and liable. Good things, you will get a good reward, bad things, you will get bad reward, period. And that account, one who keeps that bank account, that is God. That's why his name is Pana. He's the manager. If you have a karmic account which is very heavy and good, you will get everything good. Even if a bank manager is your friend and your balance is $9,000, he cannot give you $11,000. He said, please give me, please give me. No, said Dr. Chokshi, no, there were a lot of checks came and you have only 9,000. You want to take 9,000? I can give you the whole amount. But he cannot give you 9,010. So the one who transacts that is God. That is God, exactly. So we have no reason to complain. If we have a good account, we will get good. If we have bad account, if I've taken multiple loans and I have negative balance, it is all recorded in black and white. And it is designed now, and you will get it one by one, the rewards of all those karmas. That is called law of karma or law of the land or law of Lord. Unshakable law by which good things, bad things happen to us. Good thing, bad circumstances will come tomorrow, depending upon what karma is ready to be enjoyed or suffer by us. And exactly that way it will happen. And the one who does that, that is God. That's why his name is Pana. He gives a very great information in 13th chapter. So he says Purusha Prakruti Sthohi. Very important sloka. Purusha Prakriti Sthohi. Purusha means us, our soul. Purusha Prakriti means whatever we see. Prakriti Sthohi. Bhunkate Prakrutir Jan Guna. Enjoys whatever is in the Prakriti. Karanam Guna Sango Asya. And the reason, if you get attached to it, Karanam Guna Sango Asya Sad Asad Yoni Janmasu. And because of your attachment to the things, you have karmic account which needs to be settled. If you are not attached and if you do karma, unattached karma or karma, then it will not affect you. So that is another positive way of improving that. So that we will discuss some other time. So, but if you have any question, you can ask pertaining to these 9 names. They are very good names, and God is so kind that He has given it in a very good language. Only thing we have to just get it and absorb it and follow it.
Mhm.
It needs the investment of our time. We don't become a professor overnight. Today we have Harshad Bhai has joined with us. He's a professor of genetics. So such a
Oh, I
great,
put him, yeah, I added him
yes.
today in our
Such
group.
great people are there. So
Mhm.
in secular knowledge, we have done everything. So but we have spent so much time and intense effort. If we do 5% of that in spiritual, we will become professor of spirituality. No. So welcome, Harshad Bhai. No.
So, not a question, but I joined a little late, but you talked about when we destroy our ego, then the soul that's will blossom. You talked about that. And like anything else, it's a process, correct? So,
Yeah.
just trying to kind of understand how the process works best, or what are like steps to the process.
Yes. So we have to understand the multiple truth, and if you follow, you will be able to get to the bottom of the problem. So in this example, so that what is I? So that is aham. That there is no entity called aham. It is a false entity. It is an acquired entity. It is false. So to undo that, we have to intensely think about it and try to destroy it. Really speaking, aham is a vritti. So mind, there is no organ like mind. So the mind is only series of thoughts. And for those thoughts to exist, there has to be I thought. So I thought has to be there always for other thoughts to exist. I see this book. I give this talk. I am listening.
Yeah.
So I has to be there always. If the I is not there, then this sequence of thoughts will break down. And if you think about I, what is I? Aham ayam kuto bhavati chinvata. Means Ramana Maharishi tells everything. Aham ayam kuto. What is this aham? Bhavati chinvata, the my thinking man. Aipatit aham means the aham will die down. You will see that there was no entity called I. So working on that intensely, you will come to a stage where these I will disappear and only your pure consciousness will remain. So I is our creation. So pure consciousness is our real identity. Body consciousness that our soul developed, that is the ego. And knowing that that is a false entity, working on it, it will become diluted, faint, and disappear. And the greatest way to destroy our ego is to serve. If you serve without any means niskam karma, means
Nishkam.
serving the creation of the Lord, will destroy your ego steadily. And the knowledge that the creator is ultimately responsible, ultimately doer. I am just an instrument. God was kind that He gave me His extra capacity, so I use it for His creation, and that way you work, your ego will go away. Only way to dilute ego is by selfless service. That is the teaching of scriptures.
Thank you.
Yeah. And as long as our ego is very prominent, ego is selfish. It won't let you do selfless service. You say, no, 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 are you kidding? I have so many other responsibilities. Today I'm rich. I don't know. Tomorrow I might become poor. I will need money. Tomorrow the war may come and I will be homeless. So no, no, I don't want to use it. That is ego. That's the voice of ego. You say, no, 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 what do I care? No, it's a God's property. I just want to do good. That is a divine sound. There are two sounds going on simultaneously. Any other question? See, please ask. That's why I keep some time for you, all of us, no? And, and the question clarifies everything, no? Or we presume that everything is clear.
Dr. Chokshi, I was just thinking about
Where are you?
you gave a very good example of a World Bank manager. Like God is a manager, World Bank. Like he's a top of Transact.
Yes.
So if you put I just thinking analogy. If you put $100 in bank, you get $100 back. So converting that into the karma, if you, I don't know, you don't count how many good things you do. Let's say you do 10 good things, you get 10 good things back from God. Is this somehow similar? Like you don't get like 12 things. If you do 10 karma good, you get 10 benefits. You don't get 12 benefits.
No, you get 10. And
you
if
get 10.
you do 15 bad karmas, so 15 bad karmas also you have to deal with the result. You have to deal with the result. It's not that they will cancel each other. No. So 15 bad karmas you have to suffer.
Okay.
And 10 good karmas also you have to enjoy. And to do that, God will throw the circumstances for you to enjoy also, and circumstances where you are punished. You will fall in a pothole and get a fracture because bad karma was waiting for you.
Correct. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I was just thinking analogy with the bank and how many karmas you do.
Yes. And we have done millions of karmas, and there is a sanchit karma. They are called as stored karmas. There are so many that unless we wake up and do selfless service and do positive activities to burn out these karmas, God says that, no, you surrender to me totally, and I will burn out all the karmas. He says that. Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshasmi mahasucha. 1866, God tells at the end. Forget about everything, he says. First, he taught so much, 700 verses. And then he says, now Arjuna, forget everything. Just surrender to me. Sarva dharman paritajya mam ekam. Only my. Mam ekam. Sharanam vraja. Aham. What I will do? Aham. Tvam sarva papebhyo. I will delete all those sanchit karma which are like mountains. Masucha, you don't worry about them. But you, when you will surrender to me. If you don't you do and just add some more good and bad karmas and go, then depending upon that formula, you will get a appropriate birth somewhere. And you will continue that cycle again and again and again till you wake up and surrender. That is the law of karma, and it is not only Hinduism or or Jainism that believes in that. Every human being is under these laws. Jesus knows these. Jesus told them everyone, and that's why he said that just do good, good, good. So, my friends, love thy neighbor. Jesus was all compassion and loving, compassion and loving. If you do this, everything good will happen. So, if somebody says that I don't know about these, I never heard anything or never read anything, still you are liable for that. If I don't know the laws and if I go at 85 mile speed, the guy will catch me. Oh, doctor, where are you going? I can't say that I just came to this country, I didn't know the laws. They say, come on, get down. So these laws are infallible laws. No, they are ruthless also. That's why we sometimes say, oh my God, why, no, such a little child got this thing, or there are so many examples. Just sometimes they are so dreadful that you don't want to believe it, or you may not believe it. But our believing or not believing does not change the laws.